A human soul is looking for importance. Why do you love maybe people to clap hands for you? And I said most of the people who don't have identity, who follow anything that comes, anything new, they rush for it. Anything new, anything that is on the market, which is latest, which is making noise, they want it. Why? They are looking for importance. Because when they have it, people will say, oh, you now have got this latest cell phone. Oh, this Samsung. And they say, yes, I've got it. It's a small heart. And people clap hands for them, and they pull it out. You know, it's something that a lot of people are suffering from. So which means their importance is not inside, it's attached to things. They follow things. And they have an identity problem. It's a serious identity problem. Some of them they grew up without a father. And I think you saw how God delivered people last week. Why? Because if you don't know your father, you will not be stable. Demons, they don't want you to discover your family. Once you know your family, they know that you become stable. So that's why mothers who are single here, single mothers, I want you to tell your child, tell them their father. Take them to that house. Even if you think they are witches, but if you don't take that child, you are killing that person. Those people will never be stable. Because they have no identity. Everything to them, they can belong to it. If they enter in this church today, there is no love here. They go to another church, there is no love. They cannot stay at one place for a long time. And they rush to where there is noise. It's emotional problems. Serious emotional problems. So it's very important to know this. And I said gossipers, people who want to know what is happening in the church, they are also small-hearted. And I said most of them have failed in life. So they enjoy talking about other people's failures because it gives them comfort. When they hear that family which looks like rich, it's like a wealthy family. He has also a daughter that was divorced. So it's something that gives them joy. That don't look at the cars that they are driving and they gossip that family. Do you know the second daughter was also divorced last week? She's back at home. And they even give each other a high five. And they celebrate. It's a small, pathetic heart. Serious emotional problems. Why would you enjoy or celebrate at someone's downfall? I said the fearful people are also in serious emotional problems. We go also in WhatsApp profiles. Today they show you people's emotional problems. Some write suicidal statements there. Some write things that you cannot understand what they are trying to say. And you see someone writing, me, myself, and I alone. And no one else. Where I am going, I don't care. And don't ask. What does this mean? You will see emotional problems on Facebooks. In the church and different places, people are looking for importance. And I said, people, there are some with rejection. They lack physical order in their surroundings. They go into drugs, lying. Any person, I want to deliver people today who have got a problem of lying. When you lie, it's a serious emotional problem called rejection. All the people that lie, they have got serious rejection. So they want to lie so that people may love them. Every person who lies, if you have a person whom you know that this one lies, he was not loved or she was not loved when they were growing up. And most of them were abused. They are looking for love. So they can come and stand in front here and even lie for people to clap hands for them. They can even take pictures of themselves and send you and say, myself in Canada, when they were in Harare. And everyone said, wow, how is Canada? And say, Canada is cold. Serious emotional problems. They can start a story of an accident that didn't happen and exaggerate. Do you know why? For people to listen to them. Because when they are lying, that's the only time when people listen to them. Nobody listened to them when they were growing up. That's why the Bible says, I pray that you may prosper in all things and also be in health, just as your soul prospers. We want your soul to be in health. So when you see people having boyfriends, frustration, do you know that boyfriends, having girlfriends, boyfriends, it's an emotional problem. If you cannot stay to one wife, everything that is flashy, they want it. They have got a vacuum inside. They are hurt inside. There is something lacking inside. So they are trying to get peace by having girls that are WhatsApping them that, no, you are my everything. You are my life. Without you, I will not be where I am today. And that's the only time when they sleep. And they don't want anyone to delete that WhatsApp. Because it is the one that gives them solace. It is the one that gives them sleep. Before they sleep, they look at it and say, you are the one that makes me to tick in life. And they say, wow, at least there is one woman who sees my importance. So even if I come in counseling and I tell that person, look, leave that girl, I'm telling you, you will be speaking to a wall. They will not leave that girl. They would rather leave their wives. Because that girl is meeting a certain lack in their soul. Any person who has a small house problem is emotionally seriously emotionally disturbed man. And if you are a clever woman, now if you have a husband who has a small house, now hear me. Don't talk about it. Pray about, even if you discover, don't tell him. The moment you tell him, you have put more fire. Especially when you phone that girl and say, I'm the wife. You are in trouble now. You are putting him more into that thing. I will explain about that one very soon. Why it happens like that. So people with the frustration, stress, depression, it's emotional problems. Laziness, it's an emotional problem. Everyone who has a spirit of laziness have a spirit of failure. If you see a child who doesn't want to read books, they have failed before they failed. Laziness, if you want to remove laziness from a person, you remove failure first. They fear to fail. They have a spirit of failure in their lives. So they don't want to sweep or anything because they don't want to be commented. Because when you sweep and no one comments good about what you have done, those people, they will be less in that area if no comment comes. Somebody has to comment for them to do something. They don't do anything that does not attract comments. And that's how laziness, demon comes in. Tantrums, temper, lying, unforgiveness, anxiety, bitterness, all these things are serious emotional problems. Drinking alcohol. Any family that you see of people with a problem of alcohol, that family has serious emotional problems. Because in drinking, that's when they find peace. They have to be high in order for them to sing. When they are not drunk, they don't sing. But when they are drunk, oh, Jesus, wakanaka. And so it's emotional problems. People that you are seeing in beer halls, all those people that are drinking and smoking, it's emotional problems. That's why they can't stop, especially the ones that are too addicted to beer. Those ones are deep in emotional problems. So before you can help someone to stop beer, that's why you need to know, how did they grow up? They were abused. Words were said. So beer, what does beer do? Beer makes a person's mind to be in a shelf. So when they are drunk, they are not living with their own mind. They are living with a borrowed mind that has been drunk. Their own mind is in a shelf. So beer puts your actual mind in a shelf. They don't want to face their past. So they have to intoxicate their minds so that at least they can sleep. Especially if you see those who even almost sleep over in a beer, and when they come, they are dead, drunk. Every day, you need to cancel those people before you deliver them, because there are deep issues that they are failing to handle. Low self-esteem, serious lack of value in their lives.